today, Mamiya 1.9 80mm, and what we've done is we've gone on the beautiful, wonderful place that is Amazon, and we have bought this adapter. Photo Diox Pro is what it's called. I think it was like 40 quid. And essentially what that means is that you can screw this smaller part onto an E-mount Canon camera, and then the bigger part obviously is where you slide in your Mamiya lens, like so. And then you can just attach it to any E-mount Canon camera. One thing that I'm going to say off of the bat before we get started is this lens, the Mamiya 1.9 80mm, is renowned for being one of the sharpest, best lenses that there is. Being able to put this lens on my digital camera blew all my other prime lenses out of the water with sharpness and detail and quality quite substantially. With that being said, the downsides is that because it's an analog lens, you have to do manual focus yourself. You can't rely on your camera, which is something that I often do, especially when I'm shooting portraits, so that's something to look out for. And you change the f-stop by the lens itself, but I explain a little bit about that more in the video. So yeah, I've got photo examples and just sort of a live review as we go. So hope you enjoy it. See you in a bit. Peace. Because obviously we're shooting on a analog lens, on the camera the f-stop reads just as F00. There isn't an f-stop reading, and obviously there's no back button or half button focus because you have to do all of the manual focus yourself, because obviously this isn't electronic, so there's no information feeding into the camera. So the f-stop and the focusing you have to do yourself. So the only thing that you do on the camera is basically change the shutter speed. It will still work with whatever the f-stop is at the top. So you see how I'm moving the f-stop at the top? It's changing the exposure reading. So it lightens up, but it's just, instead of doing the f-stop and the shutter speed in camera, you do the f-stop on the lens and then the shutter speed on the camera. Yeah, nice. Tofu juice is that.
That looks really good.
Maisie looks piff, so I'm going to take a picture of her. Could you just sort your hair out and lift your chin up?
What do you mean sort it?
Yeah, perfect. Lift your chin up more. Yeah, perfect. Chin more towards me. Nice. When you're shooting a portrait of someone's face and having to just rely on manual focus, F8 is a good aperture to go to, because you're giving yourself a little bit of wiggle room if you're not bang on with the focus. Obviously, you know, try and get it as sharp as you can, but if you were shooting really low at, you know, 1.9 this goes down to, or even 2.8 or even 4, you're not giving yourself as much wiggle room with the focusing with the manual. And f8 as well on an 80mm lens, you're still going to get a really good depth of field effect with that anyway. So okay, we've got to go take pictures of ducks now. Ducks. So I took a sick picture of Maisie, and there was a man up there with like binoculars on and a cool blue hat, and Maisie was looking at me, he was looking at the birds, but then he was also looking at Maisie, So the photo is called bird watching.
Oh my gosh, clever.
But what I need to do now is I need to go and get pictures of a load of ducks on the other side where they live, so I can composite the ducks into the photograph on Photoshop so that I can actually use the photo. Fucking ducks. I love ducks. I just really love ducks. And you know what? As well. Ducks love me. Look, he's just looking out over his kingdom. He's so happy. Oh, I love him.
I love him.
I just love him.
Hi everyone, just checking in. I wanted to let you all know that Buster is actually funny, but he actually is, because you wouldn't think it. And he's quite sad because we don't catch his funny moments on video, but there you go. How do I turn this on?
What am I talking about?
Your lens.
Oh yeah, me lens. So, yeah, obviously super sharp lens. Few benefits as to getting this adapter as to just buying an 85mm Canon.
The sun is
lens.
behind you and I can't see you. You photographer, you should know this.
There's dogs, mate.
Yeah, lovely dog.
I love dogs. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we? So, just to summarise, the reason that I got this lens was because I was looking for a Canon 85mm prime portrait lens anyway, but I've had my Mamiya 645 for a while now, absolutely love it as a medium format. Obviously the 80mm on the medium format lens, because it's a bigger sensor size, is the equivalent to about a 50mm, but obviously on a full frame camera this 80mm lens is true to 80mm. Yeah, as annoying as it is that I can't rely on the autofocus and leaving the focusing up to the camera, as annoying as that is, the sharpness of this more than makes up for it. And you know, getting this adapter for 40 quid, it's just basically giving me a brand new prime lens and saved me, you know, an additional £800 plus that I would have spent on that 85mm Canon prime lens. Absolutely perfect for headshots. You might have to end up taking a few more pictures just for insurance, just in case some of them are out of focus, but yeah, absolutely fantastic lens. And obviously if you wasn't aware that these adapters are out there, then you are now. Anyway, enjoy quarantine, stay safe, peace.